To begin tonight's action, here we go. Ben Eddy, black shirt, black shorts. Josh Wyland, the four-time state champion, three-time freestyle state champion, and six-time All-American wrestler. JDawg, he's got that dog in him, he said in the press conference. He's going after Ben Eddy here.
Well, you know, the nice thing about his style of wrestling is he can take the back off of a lot of the things that he does. He does the singles and duck unders well, and it gets to the back off of his initial shot or tie-up, and that's something I don't know him personally, but I would think it's just his natural style looks like it's that way. So, and that bodes well for what we do. Now, you can, of course, take someone down with unorthodox stuff. We have jiu-jitsu, so you can use jiu-jitsu to your ability. You don't have to wrestle. It can be something counter in nature, like Kimuras or sitting underneath and using legs to get to the top. But
that shot.
Yep.
Beautiful shot there by JDawg, Josh Wyland. And you know, at the press conference, he was asked if he's going to be ready for a lot of the unorthodox, you know, leg entanglements and just, you know, submission chains that we know that Ben Eddy can do. And Josh is like, man, I train at the B team. I've seen it all. I know what's up, and I'm not afraid of anything. Ben Eddy, master of the guillotine, one of the craziest submissions. On his back, Josh got a pass there.
Yeah, that left arm was well done there. He blocked the hip and started to hug with the right arm over the other side of the body. Essentially, it turns into a north-south body lock, but it's a really nice way to pass the legs, and he did it very, very well. So, again, set up by that slide by.
All to the action there. I'm not too sure what for, but giving an opportunity to look. Ben's looking for that right arm underhook. Josh doing a great job getting to north-south. Be interesting to see how Ben uses that flexibility to recover.
Yeah, as long as Josh stays around the arms and then puts the head in the stomach, well, there he was able to get enough space to get his legs back in.
Restart to the action here. Josh Wyland stalking Ben Eddy, keeping that little space in between. Not trying to risk a leg entanglement.
Yeah, he's trying the same passing style with blocking the hip with the cross arm. It's a really nice way to pass, but that time it was ineffective. So he's going to have to keep that left leg back, monitor the hips, and work on making sure that underhook on this right side, on Ben Eddy's right arm, doesn't get too deep.
First judge's favor going to Josh Wyland. No coincidence. We saw the takedown. We saw the guard pass earlier on. Ben is just, you know, been unable to really land any offensive attacks successfully so far, but we still have 5 minutes and a half left in this match. Anything could happen. The master of the guillotine. I believe the first time I saw it was with you in ADCC Trials West Coast, right? I had no idea what the hell he was doing. Guillotine with his legs wrapped around in a go-go plata or something. And one of the craziest techniques we see from Ben Eddy.
Now, yeah, Ben Eddy's starting to get underneath there, but yeah, that's it. Wyland pushes himself away, uses that left hand in the neck to start to clear his left leg. Kicking out again.
So, you know, obviously no coincidence, but Josh's passes are always ending in north-south.
Yeah.
Obviously because he knows Ben Eddy's got that flexibility with the legs, and he's able to recover guards, similar to what we saw Trinity Pun do earlier in her match, and I think he knows that. He wants to stay away from those hips best as possible, so passing to north-south seems to be the key to control here.
Yeah, he's using that reverse sort of inverted body lock there, the north-south body lock style. His hands are not locked. They might be locked now, but and that does require that. And I should staple that, staple the arm down with the knee.
Ben Eddy, you know, just saying, you know, hey man, you can't just lock me down. Oh, and Josh Wyland with a flying arm lock attempt.
That came out of nowhere.
Ben Eddy was complaining about what he was doing, and Josh repaid him with a flying arm bar. Did not see that coming. But JDawg is bringing the fight. He's bringing the dog. Let's see if we can get a finish in this match. So this is where Josh has definitely got to be careful. Getting close to Ben Eddy, running the risk of him getting under the legs or possibly attacking the neck or shoulder. Three and a half left.
Ben is going to have to find a way to get sticky and to keep him from moving backwards. That's not easy. It's definitely not easy.
Yeah, because Josh is like moving laterally left to right. Oh, here it is. Ben Eddy setting it up.
Yeah, he can just pull out of that if he just dominates the wrist and ducks his head, but he didn't dominate the wrist at all.
Ben Eddy has got him trapped. He's got his legs trapped, Ben Eddy. And now he's mounted with the triangle, reverse triangle here. Ben Eddy looking to go get a submission here.
This one is tough because you can get Kimura, or Ben should take his left arm and hug this back leg. And that lets him adjust the angle even more. So if his left arm comes back and hugs the leg, he's also got a Kimura attack, but that'll let that right knee come around the corner, and that's a finishable triangle from there. But he's not, he's working on the arm right now.
Yeah, but what you can't see at home is Josh has locked his hands, and he's not giving that arm up. I think he knows what's happening. Now Ben's got the grip. He had a Kimura grip there for a second. He's trying to break the fingers. He's trying to break the fingers apart. Now scooping underneath.
Now the problem with, sorry, Ricardo. The problem with scooping underneath means that you lose your triangle angle. He's trying to move into a sideways triangle. He just needed to bring the left arm back and hug the leg, that far leg, and it's going to fix his angle. Then it's no joke, that triangle. This is one of my favorite triangles, the Hantei Sankaku opposite side triangle. But now the Kimura might be there. He might set off for a monoplata.
Should Josh stay on his back, or do you think that if he rolls, does it run him to risk of getting in more danger here?
Josh is going to want to push on the butt and circle to his right, and his head's going to pop out. He's going to shrug his shoulder, run like, I always like Homer Simpson, or he's going to run on his side to his right, and his head can pop out of that triangle, and then it's just the arm is left behind. But he's got to shrug hard. You shrug with the left side, and then he can literally worm his head out. Right now is the time to do it, but when he's square like this, he's in line to circle to his right with his legs, will start to untie this triangle, and he'll squirt his head out.
Man, this position I think would have made many a man tap just from the pressure, just from the weight on top. But Josh Wyland's tougher than a $2 steak, and he's sticking it out here. He's not giving up.
Yeah, the problem is he's stuck in a triangle for a very long time, very big, large portion of the match right now. There it is. He could circle out to the right, and he'll untie it. Now it's a front
conventional triangle there. Josh rolling to his knees. Ben Eddy's got a great position to finish now.
He's got to hug that hip strong if he gets on top. Now he's back down to the back.
There it is! Ben Eddy with the submission! And Eddie Bravo's going wild in the corner. What a finish.
Yeah, I think he was going to go out there. Yeah, once that front triangle went on, when he tried to come up, he didn't pull on the hip. He came up and he did not adjust the elbow on the hip. What meant the front triangle went on really tight. And then it just wore down. You're in a triangle for that long. Woof. Yeah. Nice, well done. Ben Eddy had a very nice match, but Wyland, that was a very, very strong performance. Just a little bit of an error. And
yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look at the replay here. We saw a lot of beautiful passing attempts from Josh Wyland. As I mentioned, trying to get to the north cell, for good reason, trying to stay out of the triangle. You saw the flying arm lock by Josh Wyland earlier. he was really taking it. And once Ben Eddy started to wrap up right here, he eventually got to the mount, got the reverse triangle, and stayed on that thing. I think that was about 3 minutes in duration. Ben Eddy's legs got to be worn out at this point. But yeah, he got the reverse triangle. He was able to switch it to the contemporary position and got the finish. And now Ben Eddy is 1-1 here at WNO. What a match.
Yeah, it was a great match.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Gabriel Martins has called a stop to this contest, declaring the winner out of the red corner, Ben Eddy!
All right, guys, get ready for an epic week of jiu-jitsu action. First up, it's the thrilling BJJ Stars on April 26th, where top grapplers like Mika Galvão, Adam Wardzinski, Diogo Hayes take center stage for some of the most exciting matchups you'll ever see. Then, don't go anywhere because we're heading straight into the action at the Brasileiros from April 26th to May